What's up, fellow traders? Black Coffee Trader coming to you on Friday, October the 4th. Ending the week with a crazy day. We had NFP reports this morning. Those numbers actually came in pretty good. Let me pull that up here. So we had the average hourly earnings were better than forecast at 0.4%. Non-farm employment change, jobs basically, up almost 100,000 over the projection of 147. We came in at 254,000, which was really good. And unemployment rate went down from 4.2 previous and projected to 4.1. So the interesting thing is that initially it looked like the market definitely liked that. We had a huge spike up above this 20,200 level that I was looking for on NQ. We did reject the 5,800 level on ES. But in any case, within the first 30 minutes of the market, we gave all that back. So that was a bit, my play really, I kind of did a test play on some evals right here. I was kind of playing this to see if this would hold for a big move up. Didn't happen, stopped out for a minor loss there. But yeah, just after this point, really, it was just pretty much a sideways day. We took 3 trades. I mean, happily, I'm green on the day and green for the last couple of days, and really had a pretty strong week outside of Tuesday. The first trade of the day, I was up about $60 across all 4 accounts. That was, was that an ES trade? Yep, that was right here. I actually took a key level trade on funded accounts and it worked out beautifully. We held this 5770 level really, really well. Had these wicks coming in. I'm still not quite really defined on how I want to take my entries, but I saw these wicks on the 2-minute chart and I just thought, man, I've got to give this a try. And I did. And then I moved my third profit target up and got a really nice trade there. So I was in with, I can't remember, either 3 or 4 contracts. I don't remember for sure, maybe 4. Took 3 off here and 1 there. But anyway, really nice trade there, up about $60. And then that was the only one I took on ES. And then I got faked out on this hitchhiker right here. This one, I would call this maybe a B setup. It was not quite a textbook setup. And, we had this move back. The textbook really is when you have, well, we didn't really find one today, but this is kind of the setup I'm looking for, where you have a bigger candle and then you have a long wick and then getting in. But obviously that has to be, if this would have been a move up and then we had this move back down with this wick, that would be the entry signal. I mean, this would have been a nice long, but we're in this consolidation area. But anyway, we had a big move up. And then we had this little wicky candle, red, and then another candle, and that's where I took my entry. And we just kind of fluttered in profit a little bit, and eventually did stop out there for $137 loss. That was painful. I felt pretty sour about that being faked out a little bit. But again, it was a B setup in my opinion, so it wasn't quite my A+ setup. So if I'm going to take those trades, I have to accept those losses. I then took another one about an hour later, and this was the last one of the day. Really nice trade here as well. This was also a hitchhiker trade. We had a very strong move up, had this move back, not a textbook. This again was kind of a B setup. I would call this maybe an A- because this was we had 2 big wicks and this was such a powerful move up. I decided to get into it. And caught a really nice trade there. I think I was in with 5 contracts here. I did move that final profit target up a little bit higher and kind of caught it right at the top before we rolled back over. So had a nice 30, 50, about $100 trade there to put us back into profitability a little bit. So at that point in the day, I was pretty much over it. I kind of felt like I told myself after that trade that I really want to see NQ get back above this 200 or fall below this 60 area or this 70 area, 20,070. I want us to get out of this channel before I really want to take another trade on a funded account. So, and that's what I decided to do. And it's about 3 o'clock right now. And I I'm just not. I like trading power hour, but I'm not going to mess with this anymore, especially Friday afternoon. We have this war going on with Iran and Israel and the skirmish over there, and I think that may play into this a little bit. Right now, like right here, we kind of have a hitchhiker. Actually, that is a really nice hitchhiker setup, where we have a move up, we have a pullback, but the unfortunate thing is we're also right at that kind of, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, kind of a quadruple top here. So, my thought is this just going to roll back over again. So, yeah, that's why I decided I'm done. And unfortunately, I took a very bad day on evals. Hit the daily loss limit on every one of them. A former version of myself would probably say, wow, I'm going to keep trading. I got drawdown left. This one here, the drawdown is not correct. This is a rebill account. So I probably have about 3,500, 3,400 of drawdown here on this account instead of 400. The other ones are correct. But yeah, just the biggest problem there this morning, I think it was here. Let me look. Yeah, right here, this little move, I accidentally hit sell. There was a little wick candle down that I really had seen this kind of set up as a rejection play, and I meant to hit sell, and I hit the buy market button. Stupid, and immediately stopped out for almost $450 loss. I was in with 18 micros, and so that ended. At the time, these accounts were down about close to 200 because of this morning trade up here, or the morning trades trying to set up a long trade here. And so when that happened, I was down about 700 across these 6. And I really just never recovered. I had some wins, some losses, but I obviously had to scale way down on micros, and finally ended up hitting my stop loss here on the take profit accounts at 750, and did the same thing with the other ones. And I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I'm not going to continue to push it. Take the L. These accounts are still in pretty good shape. This account here, we're still at 4,000 in profit. This new one is down a little bit, but that's okay. And then the 50K account, I'm still up about 700. And then these take profit ones are, right in that 50,000 range. So we're fine. I'd rather just take the L, take a red day on the evals, and be back at it on Monday. So, but yeah, that's pretty much the week, or pretty much the day. Let's go to, I'm going to show you this. So this is the week, and really not a terrible week. I mean, it could have been a lot better, but it could have been worse too. I really had one losing day on my 50Ks. And that was on Tuesday, where I took a $250 loss across each of those, plus had a max loss on the 150K, and had 2 big losing days on the 150K. So the net amount, this is what it runs out at. So we made about $100 a piece on the 50K accounts and ended up losing 500 on the 150K account. So that's the week, down 270 on the week, but not terrible. I just wish I would have done better on that 150K. And honestly, it's after Tuesday or after Wednesday, I started copy trading, and I know there's some risk involved there because you can, you're going to have, I'm going to have some red days where it's all red, but I may not continue to just fully copy trade all the time. If my first trade ends up going red and I'm down $100 across the accounts, I may break them up a little bit or trade the 150K separately. We'll just see. We'll see how that goes. But I also know that, I'm not going to have perfectly green days all the time. Looking at TradeZella for today, pretty good day. Only 3 trades, 64% win rate, $100 in profit. Everything, nice there. Overall the week, like we said, we're down about 300. Monday was a $450 green day from September, but we did, had a decent week. If we could eliminate this bad day on Tuesday, we'd had a very nice week. So, looking at the playbook for today, it actually shows 10 trades. There were 2 trades that it put me in. I had like a $2 winner and a $2 loser when I did the report. So it put in 2 extra trades, because 4 trades times 2 would be 8 trades on the hitchhiker, or 4 accounts times 2 trades would be 8 trades on the hitchhiker, and 4 trades over. Anyway, it did something crazy, but anyway, 50% win rate there. Okay with that. 100% win rate on that key level. I'm very happy with that trade, by the way. I need to work on that a little bit more. And then, the overall win rate, we're still pretty strong. Still at that 70% range on the hitchhiker, 75 on the VWAP cross. Didn't have any of those today. And then the key level trade was improved a little bit today to 53%. I still need to work on that stuff, but overall these two are still my winners, and that's what we're focused on. I did have a setup today that I didn't take. I shouldn't say I had a setup. This one right here, I really thought about taking this VWAP cross. We had such a powerful and strong move up, and I did take it on an eval, and it would have worked. It absolutely would have worked. But I didn't take it because one of my criteria is that we have to fall below the blue line. The blue line is the standard deviation 1 of VWAP. And my criteria on the VWAP cross is we have to be above that line, crossing VWAP. So in other words, here we crossed VWAP and we were above that blue line. So we crossed and we did not fall below. We did not hit it above, did not go above it. We did not fall below it here, and then we crossed again. So really there were two trades here that one could have taken, so to speak. This was the one I was eyeing, and I just said, no, I'm not going to do it because it's not part of my plan. The plan is that it has to be outside of this blue line after it crosses over like we did here. If this would have fallen all the way down below or fallen all the way back above, then it would be a different story. And really the interesting thing is the entire day, outside of the morning session, we have just been trading completely in a sideways trend, and we have that EMA has not touched that area. So just staying away, and that's okay. And here we are. It's, like I said, it's around the 3 o'clock hour, and we're still just kind of floating around here. We may see the move up, and I may miss an opportunity, but I'm okay. So anyway, that's a wrap for the week, and we'll enjoy the weekend, and we'll try to be back at it on Monday, and hopefully we can have a pretty good day, pretty good week. I do want to say thank you again for using my codes. BCT gets you the best deal with Apex and Take Profit Trader. And also, I got an email that Affordable Indicators is running a 40% sale. I reached out to them. I have not heard back, but I think my code should be good for a 40% discount. I think maybe this weekend only, or it's for a limited time. You have to spend $800 or more, and then you get a 40% discount. So anyway, if you're interested, click the link, and I hope that would get you that 40%. You can at least check it out. But in any case, so that is that. Once again, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you guys following along. Hope you guys had a good trading week. Have a good weekend, and let's get back at it on Monday and try to record some profits next week. Take care, and so long.